Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are going to learn how to create blurs in Inkscape. So one of the best things about vector graphics are those sharp crisp edges that looks the same from any output size. But you can also create some interesting looks by blurring the objects. So let's go into the Inkscape and let's see how to do that. So if you want to create blur, so there are 2 to 3 different ways. The first option is you can go into the toolbox and then you can go into the tweak objects tool. So if I'm gonna go into the tweak objects tool, and then here you can see into the tools control, there is an option like blur selected objects. So what I can do is by holding this cursor, I can create different kind of blurs at different sides of the object. So we already have covered this into the tweaks object video. So this is the first option. The second option, if you want to create some kind of blurs, you can go into the menu, into the filters, and then here under the second option, which is blur. As you can see here, and into the blur, there are a lot of different options. You can create different kind of blurs. So you can check all of them. And there is one easiest and quickest way. I'm going to go into the selector tool, and then you can go here into the fills and stroke. You can select any image, or Control A if you want to select all the objects. And then you can see here you can create blurs by creating here. You can just manually type your value, or you can just bring the arrow and then you can create. As you can see here, how much blur do you want, you can create blur on your whole object. So I'm gonna bring it back to the 0. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video where you would find my course link where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you. But what I would like to do is I would like to create a depth of field effect here. So what I would do is I would just select some trees here by holding the shift, and I can select them, and then I can go here into the fill and stroke, and then I can apply a blur of some specific value, let's say 10, and press enter. So you can see like I have created this depth field effect here, so which looks so nice. And there is one more thing, like if you are going to apply some blurs on some shapes, so if you are going to modify those shapes, so you should know how this blurring effect is going to work on them. For example, if I'm going to create a rectangle here, and now if I want to create a blur on this rectangle, so let's say 30%, and now if I want to just change the size, proportionally everything looks fine. But if I'm going to change the size not proportionally, then you can say there is a blur onto the top and bottom, but onto the sides it looks like more abrupt changes. So what you need to do is, like in such kind of cases, what you can do is you can just finish the blur 0. You can change the value to 0, and then you can reduce the size, whatever the size do you want, let's say here, and then I can apply the blur, let's say 30% again. So in this way, you can see the whole blur is very proportional around all this rectangle. So to conclude the video, what we have seen is how we can apply blurs into our objects. And if we want to modify any blurred object, so how they are gonna behave. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description. Thank you.